All right. I'm gonna give like 1 to 2 minutes grace to the slackers that aren't here yet. So.
All right.
All right. So, what are y'all doing for Memorial Day?
Nothing, because quarantine.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Is my audio okay? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, you're out of your phone.
Okay. Good deal. James, is that like a backdrop you have going?
That's my wall.
Really?
Yeah.
It looked like a backdrop that you like an artificial backdrop. For some reason, the contrast is very strong. I don't know what it is.
Oh yeah. It's a crappy computer.
All right. Good deal. Okay. Well, I guess we can begin. Let me just let me do a quick roll call for everybody that's here, and then I'll do another one for like whoever comes in, later. So Greenwood, who all is here from Greenwood?
It's me and Jamie, Irie and Jamie, and I see Gina's here too.
Okay, so Irie, Jamie, Gina, Miss Shirley.
She's up speaker.
And who else? Is that
I
all?
think that's it for Greenwood.
Okay, Irie, Jamie, Gina, Miss Shirley. I have those for Greenwood. And Richland, who all is here?
James.
James.
Brianna.
James.
Or
Brianna. Okay, and who else? That's it?
I think that's it.
Okay, all right. Okay, Whiskey Road.
Maddie.
All right. ... Anybody else?
I guess not. I guess I'm the representative here.
All right. Okay. I'm glad you made it, Maddie. I don't see anybody from Grovetown. What the heck is going on?
Well, the meeting in Whiskey said it was going to start at 9:45 when she texted us, so they might think it's 9:45.
Oh, shoot. Well, I sent out a link for 9:30, so I guess
That's the link
depends on
Cece gave us
whoever.
was 9:30.
Yeah, I guess they didn't take me seriously. Oh well.
And that's what Brandon from my store thinks too, is it's 9:45, so he might not come in until then.
Okay. All right. Well. All right. Well, I guess we can just go ahead and begin. And if, I mean, honestly, I don't think this is going to take more than like 15 to 20 minutes at the most. So, by the time some of the other people that thought it was not at 9:45 come in, I might have to give like a second class. I don't know.
Hey, Chan.
Hey, what's up, man?
Me and Quentin here.
All right, Quentin and Henrik, I can barely see you two through the.
Yeah, my camera's messed up on my phone, but yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Hey, look at the chat. I'm in the chat talking to you.
I'm a computer. We have a computer too.
I see you. Okay. All right. Okay. Gina, can you hear me now? Everyone else, am I clear, like audio-wise?
Oh, yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay. All right. I'll take that as a thumbs up. All right. So, the agenda tonight is basically just communicating information from Firehouse of America. And, just to get y'all to, basically be able to maybe communicate information better to one another and, make sure the stores run efficiently and that sort of thing. This is my very first time doing this. So, forgive me for my inexperience and everything. So a lot of this is going to be like very 101 stuff that you already know, stuff that has already kind of been drilled into you from day one. And so I'll try to go over that stuff pretty briefly and, just kind of elaborate where necessary. So let's start with dress code. Okay, something that somebody is pretty much everybody should be familiar with. Okay. Hey, by the way, can everybody else mute themselves and let me like have a question or something? Okay, there we go. All right.
It's all right.
All right. So unless you have, if you have a question, just like jump in, interrupt me, or put it in the chat. Either is fine. But otherwise, let's keep the mics muted and everything so that everybody can hear me. So dress code, really quickly, everybody should know this. Shift leaders should be wearing blue jeans or black shirts, a Firehouse polo, and a hat, a name tag, and an apron. Okay. Pretty much the same applies to crew members. I think minus the only thing is minus the collared shirt. Crew members are, don't have to wear the collared shirt. That's very, that's very one-on-one, very basic. Obviously no open-toed shoes. That's another thing. And then when it comes to food privileges, shift leaders are permitted to have a free medium sub along with a combo, chips and a drink or a cookie and a drink during or at the end of the shift. And that meal needs to be tendered and kind of rung up before being made. I'm personally kind of bad at this myself. Like I've, forgotten many times because I know, you tell yourself, oh, I already get a free sub, so why the heck do I have to ring it up? And you just go ahead and make it. What's the difference? It's free, so whatever. But technically we need to be ringing it up, keeping track of that. And so, just make sure that that is tendered and rung up. And then regular employees are permitted to have a medium sub, chips, cookie, combo, same deal, but at 50% off, not 100% off, okay? And the same thing applies. Make sure we ring it up and tender it, before making it and everything. And obviously, everybody should know this, but it's been a problem, at stores before. It looks like we're having some other people join. This only applies to employees. You can't be giving away. You can't be giving away food to people that are not employees. I'm sorry. Like, I get why you want to. We've had to fire someone over this before, and that is not permitted. Okay, free food or discounted food is only, the 50% and the 100% discount. Those are only applied to employees. All right, they're not just randomly applied to people that don't work at Firehouse. So let's keep that in mind.
Mine's got to get up at 4 o'clock and go to work. Well, you let her know that then.
Hey guys, to everyone that just jumped on, thank you for making the time. Let's keep everybody muted so that everybody can hear me.
That's not mine.
All right. Okay. All right. That's better. All right. And then openers needs to be responsible for all prep. The goal is to, have everything prepped by 10:30 or 11. That needs to be the goal. And it's up to shift leaders to make sure that what needs to get done, including prep, gets done. it's a problem when things are not like prepped and done, on time, particularly, when prep is not done by 10:30 or 11, when you're having to catch up right as you get hit by the lunch crowd, that's a problem. And, it can put you behind. So, let's try to make sure those things are done, 10:30 or 11. What's up, guys?
Yeah, how's it going?
Hey, when you come in, y'all mind muting? So that
Oh, sorry, my bad. Oh, okay.
you're good. All right. And just for all the people that have just jumped on, I think there was a little bit of confusion about when you all were supposed to jump on. I sent out the invitation and I made it 9:30. I think that it was originally communicated that it was supposed to be at 9:45. But yeah, anyway, we switched back to 9:30. I'm gonna ask everybody, how they feel about that time at the end of this call. So, yeah, and then some other important things that need to be done that shift leaders are ultimately responsible for making sure are done include red book, paperwork, runs to the bank, truck ordering, produce ordering, and the stores being thoroughly cleaned and recovered at the end of their shifts. Okay, so I've been working at Greenwood a lot lately, and they're really, really on top of making sure that the red books are completed correctly and thoroughly, and those are very important. And it's easy to think that to kind of throw that on the back burner and think that's not super important or super necessary, but in reality, example of why it's important to make sure that red book and temps and stuff are done is that's kind of a log that you can fall back on if you have, say, an inspection. Fire report guy and the inspection guy, that's gonna go in your favor if you have that done, if you've checked temps, if you've filled out the red book thoroughly and everything. If you don't have that filled out, and say there's somebody, I don't know, gets sick or something after eating Firehouse, chances are you're not going to be given the benefit of the doubt if, the inspector comes back and checks over everything and, oh, you didn't record the temperatures of the food or the refrigerators, so it's extremely important to make sure that those are done, and their temperature should be checked on opening shift and then closing shift. So again, red book, morning paperwork, bank runs, truck ordering, produce, and thoroughly cleaning and recovering the stores. All super important, all things that shift leaders need to ensure are done correctly and thoroughly, okay? And ticket times is another thing. That has to do with customer service and really affects customer service. We're supposed to make subs for customers in 3 to 6 minutes, okay? And, everybody, I mean, I've been on a lot of shifts where that wasn't the case, and, oftentimes, I'm to blame, and so that's a very common mistake. And, if you're polite and everything, you can kind of mitigate that, but, ticket times ought to be as low as possible. And my general philosophy is, that, you staff to handle a big rush, you staff effectively. And then, if you are not busy, if you have people standing around and you don't have a lot of traffic, then you cut someone loose and let them go home. but you don't staff sparsely or not staff enough people. And then, you get hit with a big rush and you're ill prepared and you don't have enough manpower to deliver good customer service, to keep things clean, to get hot subs out, that affects your reputation, which is a lot harder to recover. So, staff effectively. And okay, looks like Maddie, were you asking? You were asking about medium subs versus large. It is. I think it is mediums across the board. Let's see. Oh yeah. So going back to subs and the discounts that employees and shift leaders have. So if you're going to get a medium sub on the house, you can get a medium sub with a combo on the house, or you can get a large sub on the house. So it's one or the other. So you can't get a large sub and a combo. Okay. If you want to get a combo and a medium sub, for 100% off, if you're a shift leader, or 50% off as a regular employee, you can do that. Or you can get a large sub for 100% off, or a large sub for 50% off as a regular employee. Okay. That clear? All right. Anyway, moving on. And then we are, beginning to open back up again. And a lot of people are kind of nervous about this. A lot of customers are kind of still a little bit on edge. And so, some things that we can do to kind of make them at ease include like washing hands, wearing masks in Georgia. I believe that is required by law in Georgia, or that was not by law, but it was ordered executively or something. But that's an order in Georgia, is all restaurants offering dine-in services need to be have their employees masked. And in South Carolina, it is up to the discretion of the business owner as to whether or not you wear a mask. But yeah, washing hands, wearing gloves, just exercising general hygiene and good sanitation. Let's make that important. And then a couple of basic things. My dad said that we need 2 bottles of ranch and 2 bottles of barbecue sauce out at the same time. So let's just make sure we're doing that store-wide. I know Greenwood is doing that. They always have 2 of each out at the same time. Music or TV before opening. So my dad says that is fine, but let's make sure that it's not inappropriate stuff. So, you be the judge of what that means. I think it's fairly clear, the type of material, we shouldn't have on the television before we open. But anyway, moving on. Umbrellas should be up at all times, except when there are like high winds, rough storms, when they're blowing all over the place, when you can barely keep them stuck inside the freaking table, then is the time to bring them inside, and then Captain Sorensen sauce needs to be portioned into 1 ounce cups. That is the smaller cups, not the larger cups. Okay. I think it is kind of the same line of reasoning behind putting in 1 cup of dressing putting in 1 cup of dressing to a salad versus like 2. Okay. It's up to the customer to ask for more, you know. And the reason I normally put it in a larger cup is because I anticipate that they will ask for more. But, you know, it's up to the discretion of the customer. For now, when we give them sauce on the side, we put it in the smaller cup, not the larger cup, unless they ask for the larger cup or for more of the smaller cups. So yeah, we leave it up to the customer. I see you, Quentin. All right. And now bread apparently has a shelf life of 9 days, not 6. Okay. So bread has, I don't know, become more resilient, I guess. I didn't actually get an answer as to why its shelf life has extended. But from the time we get it, it looks like it now has a shelf life of 9 days versus 6. So, yeah, that's all. And yeah, and just a couple more things. So I was looking over some like guest reviews, and they were so a lot of them are talking about how appreciative they are to see people adhering to the CDC guidelines. Okay, so like this one woman says, you know, I am very happy with the cleanliness of the establishment and how well they were dealing with the COVID-19 guidelines. I will definitely be back. Another one from Lauderdale, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, says the location was clean. Employees wore protective gear. I received my food promptly, and it was still hot when I got home. 10 out of 10. So, you know, what comes to mind when I read some of these is that a lot of these people are, you know, taking these guidelines from the CDC and some of the suggestions on how we're to deal with the, you know, the pandemic very seriously. Okay. And they really appreciate it when you appear to take it seriously as well. So all stores, I think, should have gotten some like Firehouse masks. Is that I know that the Aiken stores got some Firehouse masks. The Grovetown location got some. I'm not sure about Greenwood, but if you feel, you know, like you should wear the mask, you know, like please by all means wear the mask. You know, if you feel more comfortable doing it that way, and feel like it puts the customers at ease, please by all means do it. You know, it seems clear to me that a lot of people, you know, want to feel comfortable when they're, you know, feel like they're coming into an establishment that cares and is, you know, aware of the risks of COVID-19 and, you know, the spread of the contagion and that sort of thing, and is exercising appropriate, you know, hygiene and everything. So just bear that in mind. And obviously, you know, in Georgia, you don't have a choice. You kind of got to. So, you know, yeah, that is pretty much all I have. Any questions about what I just talked about?
I have a question.
Okay.
Why you look so good, Tanda, man?
That's why I hit the gym, man. Any other serious questions? Any questions about what I talked about? Everything understood? Okay.
Yeah,
Now-
we're good. I'm good. Yeah.
Okay. So I got originally when I called the roll, I had from Greenwood, I had Irie, Jamie, Gina, Miss Shirley. At Richland, I had James, Brianna. Now I see DJ. and at Grovetown,
Elijah.
Henrik. Oh yeah, Elijah. Okay. Is there anybody that came in later than 9:30? Let me just get your
Oh,
Me.
that was a.
I did.
Okay, Caitlin,
And I'm Richland.
Nika.
Mika.
Oh yeah.
I didn't come in late. I was already here. My mom just might show up.
Breakfast with the beard.
Okay, one at a time, guys. I see Elena. Anybody from Grovetown? Oh yeah, Quentin, obviously. Quentin Henry.
I'm finna change my background again. But I see like a picture of Firehouse.
Okay. I think I got pretty much Adrian. Hey guys, hey, everybody, can everybody mute their microphones and unless they have a question?
My bad, Chandler, man. Dude, Zoom is not a good idea.
Okay, Taylor. All right, anybody that I missed?
Did you get
Anybody
me?
that knows they were missed?
Is
Brandon. Okay. Brandon.
Did you get Jeremy?
Who?
Jeremy.
did you get me, Chandler?
Oh yeah. I got you, man.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you better not forget about Jeremy.
That's right, Quentin.
All right. Okay. And Jamie. All right. Okay, I think that pretty much takes care of it. One more thing before we go. How do y'all feel about this time? How do y'all feel about 9:30? A couple of y'all kind of said like this is a little too late. I think my dad, the reasoning behind making it around 9:30 was to allow time for everybody that could to make it, like all the shift leaders. So in the chat or one at a time on the mic, jump in if you have any concerns about it being at 9:30.
Not really. It seemed good to me.
Okay. 9:30 work for most everyone?
As long as I'm not working that day.
Okay. All right.
That's Quentin for you.
Chandler?
Yes.
So like we have a slight issue because sometimes we will run past 9:30.
Closing the stores.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's just with how busy we get.
Yeah.
I've done that.
Well, I mean, we could maybe kick it back to 9:40, 9:45. I think that might be pushing it for some people. I'll tell you what, okay?
Who is this? Where's this dude from? Here?
Did y'all, everybody, it looks like nobody had issues logging on with their phones, right? Anybody that was using their phones wasn't an issue.
No.
Okay, so let's tentatively try to make it, 9:30 and see how that goes. If you have to use your phone, then that's fine. If you come in a little late, like I'll still count you. And if you have any questions about what you might have missed, that's fine. Just bring them up at the end. Yeah. So I think I'm going to mute everybody next time though. Everybody that comes in, just to make it slightly more orderly. But other than that, I think it went off fairly well. So if nobody else has a problem or concerns about how we did this, or any questions, then I think we'll call it a night. So does that work? Like, even like Jamie, I know you were saying that sometimes y'all run past 9. Do you, like, I'll still count y'all if y'all come in, closer to 9:45. Will that be a big issue? As long as y'all get counted?
No, I think that would be fine.
Okay. We can try that for like 1 more week or so. And if it really doesn't work, then, we can switch it up, maybe kick it back to 9:40, 9:45. Or if nobody has a problem with kicking it back to 9:40, we could also do that. But I mean, I will still count the ones that come in, a little later. So, yeah. That we want to stick with 9:30 tentatively.
Yeah.
Okay. Brianna, yeah, what's your question? You want to jump on mic? Do you have a mic?
Yeah, I sent it in the chat, but a couple months ago, Jess posted a memo on the fridge saying that shift leaders can wear black pants, but they have to be like the pants we used to wear, but not like sweatpants or anything like that. Is that still a thing, or we can only wear blue denim jeans now?
So the thing is, it looks like from what I'm reading that it is only black shorts and jeans. But if you want to hold on, I can run and check with my dad. Anybody else that, wants to go or needs to go, you're welcome to go. And I'll send out, an invite, I'll send out the next invite by the weekend for our next meeting. Okay. And I can confirm it with my dad. I don't think that would be a problem. But I'll go and confirm it if you want to hold on for a second. That work?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Everybody else that needs to go, you're dismissed. So thank you for jumping on. Appreciate it.
Brandon, I love you.
Love you too.
It's Quentin for you. I think so.
I was speaking with my mic off. Okay. I have an answer to Brianna's question, and unfortunately, turns out that black pants aren't allowed anymore. Kind of sucks. I used to wear black Dickies to work all the time. I think the problem, I'm not even going to speculate on the problems as to why we got rid of black pants. But the point is that it is now like jeans and black shorts. So yeah, I think you can get away with jean shorts. But it's basically denim and black shorts, no black pants. So yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry if that's a problem.
I mean, it is a problem right now because I can't go shopping, but it won't be a problem when I can go shopping.
Yeah. Where do you normally shop? Because, you might be able to find another, I don't know, an alternative to where you normally go.
Yeah, I'll probably have to ship some online, but that won't be bad.
Have you tried Uptown Cheapskate?
No, I haven't.
I don't know if they're closed, but I mean, they got a lot of, kind of cheap, stylish clothes. So
Okay.
I'm shopping there. I don't know. But anyway, appreciate everybody being on, and I will send out the next invite. It will be sent out by the following Saturday with the time and all the information that was sent out in this first one. So appreciate y'all being on, and y'all have a good night, good rest of your Memorial Day. All right.
All right. You have a great night too.
All right. Bye.
Oh, hey, Chandler.
Yo.
Before I forget to mention, one of the steamers at the store, the one that Kirk just brought that has the 2 buttons on it, is leaking.
Oh no.
Yeah. Every time we fill it up, we turn around about 20 minutes later and it's completely empty. And we could see it leaking out underneath, trying to go into the brand new toaster oven.
Oh Lord. Okay, so
It's not leaking
literally
bad, but it's
leaking out.
Yeah, it's like
I
a, it's
think
like
the
a slow
tea
leak
urn's
over
still
time.
leaking at whiskey too, like our tea maker.
Tea
Like it's
urn
leaking-
or
Like the tea maker is leaking water. At least last time I checked, and no one's called back about that. And as of the time I left the store 2 hours ago, we were still having to replace the towel from it leaking.
yeah. Okay. I'll let him know. He's a couple drinks in, so I don't know how he'll take it, but
I mean, it's not bad, but it's noticeable.
Anyway, appreciate it, guys. I'll let
You're
him
welcome.
know.
Have a good one.
All right. You as well. Bye.
Peace out, Chandler.
All right.